Just west of Groveton, tucked quietly in the woods of Trinity County, lies a name nearly erased from memory. Sumpter, Texas. Once the county seat, now little more than a historical footnote. It was founded in the 1850s, an era of expansion, ambition, and faith in the land. Sumpter grew with purpose, a courthouse, commerce, community. It was the beating heart of a young county filled with promise. Then came the fire. In 1872, flames consumed the courthouse. With it went the records, land titles, legal files, and the official memory of a town. No paper trail meant no permanence. Within months, the county seat was moved to Groveton, and Sumpter was left behind. Buildings emptied, roads faded. The town, once full of noise and motion, fell silent. No catastrophic event, no great battle, just a slow, quiet undoing. Nature moved in, trees swallowed paths, grass overtook foundations, and eventually the world moved on. What remains now is minimal, a marker, a name, and questions. What would Sumpter have become if the fire wouldn't have happened? If the courthouse still stood, if the ink of its records hadn't turned to ash, maybe Sumpter would have grown. Maybe its name would be printed on roadsides, spoken in state capitals, circled on maps. Maybe children would have run through its streets today, kicking up dust where others once built dreams from logs and labor. Maybe it would have been Groveton that vanished instead. Or maybe both would still stand. Two towns with different paths, side by side in legacy, both bearing the weight and wonder of time. But Sumpter's pages burned, and when the ink disappeared, so did the proof of ownership, of legacy, of memory. And in that silence, decisions were made. Land was reclaimed, authority was shifted, the lifeblood of a county rerouted permanently. In small towns, courthouses are more than buildings. They're the anchors. They're where families record births, settle disputes, cast votes, write wills. When that courthouse burned, it wasn't just timber and paperwork that vanished. It was trust. It was roots. Without proof, who owns what? Without records, who remembers? And when those questions hang in the air long enough, people stop answering. They move on. And that's how it starts. Someone misses a town meeting, a storefront doesn't reopen, a neighbor moves, nobody replaces them, and slowly, what was once a center becomes a shadow. The dust settles, the buildings fall, but it doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow unraveling, like a fabric worn too thin, like silence growing louder. You don't always notice when a town begins to end. Sometimes it ends long before anyone says it out loud. A new road is built a few miles away, a train stops running, a school merges, a post office closes. The world outside moves faster, and places like Sumpter stand still. But stillness doesn't mean peace. It means waiting. It means remembering. It means something was once here, and something still is. Because there are no photographs of Sumpter's decline, no headlights, no grand send-off. It didn't go out with sirens or marching bands. It simply wasn't. And in that quiet vanishing is a strange kind of poetry. A reminder that some stories aren't lost, they're buried. Not by malice, not even by time, but by the steady hum of forgetting. No one meant to forget Sumpter, but no one tried to remember it either. And that, in the end, is how most towns disappear. Not in fire, not in war, but in the soft, gradual turning away of attention, of care, of time. These are the stories history rarely tells, the ones without closure, without endings. But forgotten doesn't mean gone. Sumpter lingers in the soil, in the stories, in the spaces where people once gathered and dreamed. You won't find a town square, you won't find storefronts or schools, but you'll find something harder to define. A silence that speaks, a name that waits. A place that was. Sumpter, Texas. Not lost, just left behind.